Hey everybody, welcome back to Craps TX. Today I wanted to try a little bit of a low roller strategy. We are low rollers, we don't have a big bankroll whenever we go to the casino. Matter of fact, this is probably probably about as much as I've played with lately, I would say. The times that we've been to the casino, a lot of times I've just been walking up with $100, $150, something like that. Today I'm going to show this at $250. So I've got 100, 150 here, and I've got 100 red in the rack. Basically, it's just enough for 5 shooters with the strategy that I'm going to use, and it's just a basic strategy. It's just 44 inside, starting off like that. So you're going to go 12, 12, 10, 10, and $10 table if you can find one. Obviously, if it's a $15 table, you're going to have to level up on that and go, what, 18, 18, 36, and then that'd be 66 inside. $5 table would be 22 inside. So we're going to try it at a $10 table. There are a few of those out there. I've played it some up in Louisiana. So let's roll this out and see what we can do with just a basic 44 inside strategy. So we are not going to play the pass line, so we're not going to be the shooter at any given time. So we're going to go wait for a point to be set and then go from there. Basic 44 inside strategy. And with 250, that's basically enough for 5 shooters. So obviously you want to try to have enough for 10 shooters, but we're just going to go with a 250 bankroll and see what we can do from there. Alright, so dice are out, coming out for a point. And a 7, frontline winner. We're not playing the line, so let's keep going. Let's find a point. 7 back to back, 5-2. All right, we could be making some money if we were playing the pass line. And another 7, the 4-3-7. That's 3 7s in a row, 3 frontline winners. And finally got a point here, 6-3-9. Alright, so you're going to drop $44, or in this case we'll drop $50. Dealer, please set me up 44 inside. Keep $6 change. And get set up. Let's just kind of get a little money management there. Alright, so we'll go 44 inside. What I said that looks like. Obviously you veterans are no, but for those that are new, much like myself, just it's 10-10, and then you got to cap off your 6 and 8 because they are played in increments of 6, so that's 12-12. So at a $10 table, you still have to play, $12 on your 6 and 8. Can't play anything less than that. All right, so let's roll it out, see how it works. Nice out. All right, we got box cars, all the dots. Doesn't help us. Nice out. Hard 10, that does not help us right now. You can, obviously start pressing, collecting, spreading out to the outside, throwing your dice around off the table. But yeah, just kind of play it as it goes. So 639 point hit, that's still going to pay us. $10 will pay 14. So we'll do 15 for 1. We're going to collect at least on the first couple of hits. Drop $1. Puck goes off. We'll put that in our rack. And continue on from there. Alright, we're looking for another point coming out. Got the 1-2-3, mic check, 1-2, no help. Frontline loser, don't pass winner. Horn number, 5-3-8. Alright, so the easy 8, that's going to be our next point. Alright, everything's back on, and let's go. Right back on the 5-3-8, so we are hitting some points today. That is going to pay 14. We don't have any change in our rack, so we'll go ahead and pay that the straight up way, $14. Put that in a rack. So we've collected on our first 2 hits. Now, if you would like, you can go ahead and start pressing, collecting. It's really up to you. I'll probably go ahead and start pressing here. Try to build it up a little bit, or at least catch this 4 and 10 on the outside. Alright, next point is the 1-5-6, easy 6. And yep, we're off to the races. Nice out. Alright, 5-3-8, easy 8. Again, that's going to pay 14. Let's see, we'll go ahead. Yeah, we'll pay that out at 14. Dealer, please press up. Bleh. You have to learn how to speak. Make sure you haven't been drinking before you get to the table. Or if you have, you know, have a designated bettor. Please press up by 6 and 8. So we'll do that by 1 unit or a half unit. So we're going to go up $6 each. Take those to 18. And again, this is just what I would do. You can do however you want to do it. You know, once you've got that 44 out there and you've hit a couple of times, start pressing up your bets a little bit. You got the 1, 2, 3. Doesn't help us on this one. Nice out. 8. All right, we hit that 5, 3, 8. So 18 is going to pay 21. So we'll just kind of do a press and collect. So that's 21 there. We'll go ahead and put that in our rack. All right. Always take a little bit of winnings here and there. So we'll press on the next one if we hit. Nice out. All right, we got a hard 10. Again, we're not covered yet on the outside. We may look to do that at some point. Nice out. We got a 9, a 6, 3, 9. That $10 is going to pay 14. Or we'll do 15 for 1. And here we can either catch a 4 or a 10 or bump up this 5 and 9. So let's just go ahead and bump up the 5 and 9 for now by like a half unit. So $5 each on the 5 and 9. Put $5 in the rack. And let's hit it. Nice out. We got a 4. 1, 3, 4. So that's, we've hit the 4 and the 10, but we have nothing on there yet. So they are coming up. Nice out. 6. All right, we got the hard 6. That is point hit. We pressed the last time. Let's go ahead and collect this time. That's 21 on 18. All right, so 21. We'll put that in our rack. Point was hit. Puck goes off. Bets are off. Looking for another point. Nice out. 5. We got the 2, 3, 5. Shooter number 1 is doing well so far. I think he's had a point pretty much on every number. Nice out. And there is, oh, that was a 5. There's a 5, 2, 7. Okay, so we're out of his hand. Go ahead and take all that back down. I think we did okay. We could do a rack check real quick if we wanted. I'm trying to get through 5 shooters here, so let's go ahead and go through another shooter real quick before we start counting our money. Alright, let's get another set of dice. Shooter number 2. Let's keep track of our shooters too. Let's see. So I'll just put 5 chips out here. We've had shooter number 1. There's shooter number 2 going on. Those are not bets. Just keeping track of shooters down there. So shooter number 2 coming out. 2 by 4, 6. That's going to be our point. Again, we can drop 50, or we can actually put out exact change and play 44 across. Let's just do it the easy way for now. We'll go drop 50. Dealer, please set me up. 44 inside. I just said across, but I meant 44 inside. So we'll go 10, 10, 10, 10. And cap off these with 2 and 2. And $6 change back in the rack. All right, let's see what shooter number 2 can do. Dicer out. Mic check. 1, 2. 3 does nothing for us. Horn number. See a horn, bet a horn. Did not work that time, but we got a number here. 6, 2, 8. So 14 is going to pay, I'm sorry, 12 is going to pay 14. Getting ahead of myself there. So we will go ahead and pay that as 15 for 1. We're going to collect on that first one. Oop, grab too many. All right, we'll put that in our rack. Let's see. Since we did okay on shooter number 1, we could go ahead and start pressing. 6, 3, 9. 10 is going to pay 14. Again, we'll do 15 for 1. And let's try grabbing an outside number. Let's grab that 10. Dealer, please place my 10. All right, let's see what that does. Nice out. Another 3. 1, 2, 3. Again, doesn't help us in this particular strategy unless we were playing the field or the horn. Nice out. 6, 2, 8. All right, that is going to pay 15. I'm sorry, 14. Keep getting ahead of myself because I'm thinking 15 for 1. But let's go ahead and pay the 14. Straight out like it is. And we'll go ahead and grab the 6 and 8. Oops. press it up by $6 each. So we're now at 18 on the 6 and 8. And we put $2 on a rack. So kind of being a little more aggressive on this particular shooter. But we've got a little money to play with, so you just kind of have to go by feel sometimes. 9, the 6, 3, 9. 10 is going to pay 14. We'll do 15 for 1 and collect on this one. 15, dealer asks you to drop $1. Dollar dropped. 15 put in the rack, that one's full. Let's move that over. Always a good problem to have when you start filling up your rack. Dice out, we got the square pair, hard 8. 18 is going to pay 21. I need to get some chips set up over here. My bank is depleted. Alright, so that's going to pay 21. And dealer, please press up my 5 and 9. So let's go and press that up by 1 unit. You see, we still haven't grabbed that 4 yet. We could have done that, but maybe we might wait one more shooter. Trying to get some of those inside numbers covered so we can, I don't know why I'm taking it off. That's still the point. Alright. 6. Oh, there. Maybe I had a little foreshadowing. 1, 5, 6. Alright, 18 is going to pay 21. Now we'll get that 4. Dealer, please place my 4. We'll just do it with 1 unit or a $10 unit. And then we'll rack that $11. Alright, so shooter number 2 is doing this fairly well. Can't keep the rack straight over there. Okay, so that was point hit. Puck is off. Bets are off. Dice are out. 4. Easy 4. There's the 1, 3, 4. 4 is our new point. And I need to do some chip management. Get some of these stacks built back up. Alright. So, yeah, we're still on shooter number 2. Dice are out. 9. We got the 5, 4, 9. Remember we pressed that up last time. We got 15 over here. That's going to pay 21. All right, and let's go ahead and press up our 6 and 8 to 24 each. So we'll drop $1 down here out of our rack. That'll cover the cap, and then we'll grab one of those reds. We are now at 24 each on the 6 and 8. So should we hit, we'll start getting into green chip land, and that's where you kind of want to be, especially at a low rolling table. All right, we got a 4, 1, 3, 4. Point hit. 10 is going to pay 18. We'll do 20 for 1. I'm sorry, 20 for 2. And go ahead and collect on that one. Drop $2. And we will collect. I like collecting on the 4 and the 10, but I mean, you can press up if you want to get to that green chip or get to that buy level where you're buying the 4 or the 10. Point hit, puck goes off. Dice out. 8. We got an easy 8. 6, 2, 8. That's going to be our new point. And bets are back on. Let's go. Hard 10. We got a 5, 5 there. Can't drive 55. 10 is going to pay 18. So we will pay it at 20 for 2. Dealer asks you to drop a couple dollars. Whoops. Don't get my chips. And let's go ahead and press up the 4 and the 10. We'll just do it by a half unit each, or take it up to 15. So we're now at 15, 15, 24, 24, 15, 15. So a pretty healthy amount out there. At any time you could regress also, pull it back down to either the original 44 if you wanted, or was that 60, 64 we could go across. But all right, now we'll just leave it as it is. And there is the 437. Never talk about you should have regressed, because then 7 comes out. So anyway, let's go ahead and take this down. We'll get on to shooter number 3. Shooter number 2 did us fairly well. Bank is looking kind of healthy over there. Or rack, rather. I keep calling the rack the bank, which is my bank. But yeah, the rack, if you want to use craps terms. All right, so we're on to shooter number 3. So there we are. This is our shooter count right there. Let's get him a new set of dice. 8s are always good for me. Dice out. And 12 box cars. Square pair, not square pair, that's box cars. 66. Doesn't help us. All right, right back on the see a horn, bet a horn, and that's your 2 best ones. That's your 30 for 1s over there. You can't see it, but 30 for 1 on the 2s or the 6s. Doesn't help us on this. Nice out. 5. We got the 145. That's going to be our new point. Again, we'll drop $50. Dealer, please set me up 44 across. $6 and change. And let's set up the 44 across. Or I'm sorry, 44 inside. You'll have to forgive me. Still a new craps player, so got to get the terminology down. I've watched hundreds of videos seemingly, but I just don't get the vernacular down just right. So anyway, that is back in our rack over there. So our green chips are gone, but we've got a pretty good healthy amount of red. So let's see what we can do on this one. Shooter number 3, let's go. Nice out. We got a 1, 2, 3. Doesn't help us on this. Nice out. Hard 6. All right. 12 is going to pay 14. Let's go ahead and be a little more aggressive on this shooter, and we'll go ahead and bump up our 6 and 8 by a half unit or $6 each. $2 in the rack. Hey, I said rack that time instead of bank. All right, so we are 18 each on the 6 and 8. Still at $10 on the 5 and 9. Nice, are out. And 6, easy 6, 2 by 4. 18 is going to pay 21. All right, again, let's go ahead and press. Let's take this, get the 4 and 10 placed. Now we are covered all the way across. See if we can make a little money. Dice out. Box cars, 12 midnight. Route 66. All the dots. Dice out. 5, 3, 8. Easy 8. 18 is going to pay 21. We will rack that. Since we kind of pressed up in the beginning there on this shooter. Got a little aggressive. Dice out. And there's a 7. So good thing we racked that last one. So that's going to come down. Shooter number 3. We won't kick him off the table, but yeah. We were spoiled with shooter number 1 and 2. Alright, so the puck goes off. Shooter number 4 is coming out. Get him a new set of dice, him or her. We'll take the double 2s there, see what that'll do. At 22. Dice out. 7, frontline winner. Doesn't help us. We're not playing that line. That's just my count over there. That's not a bet. Dice out. 12. Box cars. So if you won on the front line, you just lost on the front line. And we won right back. There's a 4-3-7 frontline winner. Doesn't help us on this one. And a 6-2-8, easy 8. All right, that's going to be our point. We don't have 50, so let's just get 44 dropped over here. Since we have exact change, there's a 40. And let's grab 4 white so we can cap off our 6 and 8. Sloppy as they may look. Haven't gone to chip management school yet. All right, let's go. Shooter number 4. And shooter number 4 does us a PSO. 0.7 out. 0.7 ouch. All right, so immediately down. We are on to shooter number 5, which will be the last shooter for this particular video. There is the number 5 shooter. We'll get him or her a new set of dice. Chose to take that hard 10 set. Let's see what we can do. And we're coming out. And we got a 5. A 145 is going to be our point. Again, let's get set up. 44 across. Or 44 inside. Let's see what we can do there. Alright. Let me know down in the comments if there's anything else you'd like for us to play out here. We do like kind of playing some of these low roller strategies just to kind of build up our confidence and, you know, help us build up our bankroll whenever we're playing. Alright, so point is 5, and let's see what we can do with shooter number 5. 10, we got a 6-4-10, doesn't help us yet. Nice out. And 7 out. Okay, so there we go. That was a quick 5 shooters. Remember, our starting bankroll was $250. So we were kind of sticking our neck out there that we probably wouldn't have played the way I played with $250. But we didn't lose a whole lot. So we still have, these are 100 each, so that's 100, 200, 215, 216. So we lost, what, $34? Not too bad. I could go ahead and play this out maybe in another video and go through another 5 shooters, but I just didn't want this video to go too long. So we'll wrap this one up. That was our 44 inside. We'll say this is episode 1. I will give it another shot, do it on another video, and start out with that what did we say that was? 5, 10, 15, 16, 216. I'll start off with that on the next one, and we'll go through another 5 shooters if we can, and see what a full 10 shooter count would do. So, pretty cool. Hey, before you leave, if you don't mind, hit that thumbs up. I didn't catch that in the beginning, but yeah, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications. That way you'll be notified whenever we do put out another video. And again, in the comment section down below, or an email right here, crapstx@gmail.com. Let us know any other kind of strategies you'd like us to run out. We really are still in learning mode, so anything you guys can suggest would be appreciated, and we'll try to roll it out. Even if it's kind of complicated, I'll do the research and figure it out. So, this has been Keith with Craps TX. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.